like that. It's a lot of money. Why you ain't get? Too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Ay. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Ay. Run it back, run it back, run it. Then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Yeah. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view, hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks, I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL leads us to a snow-covered Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line, between the Denver Broncos and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Check, 47. I know he ain't got it.
First carry for James Conner. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Looking to throw. Mitchell. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Howard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready. What we got?
Operating from the gun, Mitchell. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now Mitchell throwing again on 2nd and 10. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
It's 4th down.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it's a fake. He's going to throw it. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second.
What they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Kennedy. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Well, that's how you convert on 3rd down with an explosive gain of 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
Yeah, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back to throw. Kennedy. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They start with a give to Connor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 42 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Mitchell now. From the gun, he'll throw. There goes a deep ball. End zone. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
But a fumble, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Playing in snow brings so many other factors into the game. It's not just trying to take care of the ball, and we just saw there that that's difficult to do, but just trying to keep your feet and carry out your assignments and make sure you're comfortable while you're out there playing. Are you warm enough in your clothing? A million things going on, but the biggest one, hold on to the ball.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw is Mitchell. Throwing again. Airing it out for Hamilton. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
47 is the mic. And here we go.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Check hot, hot.
Mitchell operating from the gun. Going top shelf. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. That 7-0 lead in there is short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers taken down. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 21 yards there on 3rd down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off play action. Kennedy. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. I love that play, because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
60 out now. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Steve Griffin.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kennedy, left side here. That's the tight end Fant. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Geronimo Allison with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Able to slither by. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
It's Connor as they stay on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Mitchell looking to throw on 2nd down. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 66 yards. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. But now it's 3rd and goal. Now Mitchell going to throw. Steelers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Kennedy. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, Kennedy. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mitchell. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
They almost gave it right back to him there with another interception of their own. And to be honest, he probably should have caught that and picked it off.
And he knows it, and he'll see it in film, and he'll see it in his dreams tonight when it's all said and done. But you almost felt like the excitement had been ramped up, and they were trying to get a big play right after that one.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
At their own 35-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been...
Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 61 yards. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, dude.
Operating from the gun, Kennedy. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Kennedy got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. From the gun, Kennedy. Open here is Allison. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Looking to throw. Kennedy. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Back to throw. Mitchell. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Mitchell now on 3rd down. Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Come on, set. 18 Gator. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, foxtrot. Foxtrot. 44's Mike. Check, check. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 44's the Mike. 45.
On 1st and 10, Kennedy. Wide open receiver complete. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Let's go, baby.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10 is incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got a man. That's Allison. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A pickup of 24. And that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Throwing on first down, Kennedy. He finds Allison. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
44 to Mike, 44 to Mike. Check. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. Hey, Charlie. 44 to Mike. Let's go.
Operating from the gun, Kennedy. This is the tight end Fant. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. On first down, Kennedy. And it's caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Hey, exit.
Second and 2. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Check nickel.
The drive will start with Connor, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
To throw is Mitchell. To throw on second down. On the move. He's got a man. Complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ballgame.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Mitchell throwing on first down. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Howard. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
Who that? Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Second and 4. And incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And that'll make it third down. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Here's Mitchell from the gun on third down. And that will be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, it should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but Let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
To throw on second down, Kennedy. And this will be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Throwing on third and long, Kennedy. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean,
and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Second and 11. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. Now Mitchell to throw on third down. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. Fourth quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at them from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. On 1st and 10, Kennedy. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Kennedy. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, check right, check right. Watching it by. Hey, rock it down.
2nd and 5. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete.
Our coach told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. He's got his tight end, Fant. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here. Throwing on first down, Kennedy. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
On first and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now a handoff for Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll go again with Lindsey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun. Kennedy. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Mike, 27. So we got man. You go tight. Let's go. Come on. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Watch the slant.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Charles Harris in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
In a 2-minute drill, we often talk about taking care of the football, but sometimes it's just a matter of who wants it more. How about him going up top on a 50-50 ball and taking it away for a big play?
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Sets up 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I smell fear in that offense.
And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. I think probably just trying to draw them off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Denver, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, pass that like I'm Eno. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Smells like the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish these well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by they sell.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bro's on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
with this round here, I make a joke everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Hey. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull out. True. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge.
To downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Between the Denver Broncos and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Down. 60 outlaw.
Check 56. Let's pick it up. It's out of time.
Hey, high 7.
Let's get off the field. Mike 56. Mike 56. I'm coming.
On first down, Kennedy. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, foxtrot. Down.
From the gun, Kennedy. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
At their own 9-yard line.
Ready, set.
Mike 47.
Watch the curl. 22 jumps.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ready?
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Mike Evans, he's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 87 yards. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
At their own 28-yard line.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Denver has the first down, to play going for 15 yards. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 5th. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He'll look to throw. Over the middle to Evans. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and long. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs have taken the lead. The point after is good. And that makes the score 14-7. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
On the set. 61, matchbox right. Let's make these babies proud.
On 1st and 10, Kennedy. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 95 catches for him now on the year, and it's a first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Looking to throw. Kennedy. He's going to loft one deep. And this is caught. Give him 32 on the play.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play in football.
Back to throw. Kennedy looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Looking to throw. Roberts. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game.
How about that, partner? A little razzle-dazzle. Fake field goal that turns into a pass and a touchdown. Fooled everyone, including us.
Boswell good with the extra point. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back and forth past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll drop the throw. They'll roll him out right. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That's caught inside the 20. That goes as a gain of 36 on third down. But one thing's for sure, they're going to have to come up with something at halftime because he is absolutely roasting them right now.
They're going to go through the whole litany of things, changing coverages.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Point after, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike, 45.
Throwing on first down. Kennedy. He finds an opening past the 40. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. What a luxury to have a tight end that can run a post route like that.
It's a luxury for the offense. It's an extreme luxury for the quarterback. Always has a great outlet. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
50, play.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Go now. 60 or 5. 47, 5.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A give to Bell. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
2nd and 15. Rolling to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in tight, made it really difficult because they tried the crossing route against it, and it worked for a completion, but you have to know where the sticks are on 3rd down. Didn't get beyond them, no pickup.
And they're able to pick up the 1st and keep possession. So give them the 1st down. 1st and goal after a pickup of 4, and the decision to go for it pays off.
Hey, exit. 2.
He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 yards on the touchdown run. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score in the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Sam Hubbard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They've got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Kennedy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there. 1st down. On 1st down, Kennedy. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Back to throw. Kennedy. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And they do get him out of bounds finally, but the damage is done. A big hitter on what proves to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So the solid run on 1st, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that 2nd down play.
No, it's all on your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down. And
Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. From 21 yards away. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy.
On 1st and 10, Kennedy. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Ready.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
56 to Mike.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Kennedy. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? The pass there complete to Sutton. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Kennedy got his man complete over the middle. That's Lindsey. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Bravo.
From the gun, Kennedy. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Kennedy. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Ready, ready. 15, Ronnie. 15 line. Hey, orbit.
57. Mike, 57.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 74 yards. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
56 is the Mike.
Hey, Haywood.
56.
Throwing on first down, Kennedy. That's caught out right by Jennings. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Kennedy. That's caught over the middle by Fant. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Kennedy. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. 50, play. Protein spill.
Slam, slam, slam.
5. Also, 2.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Evans has it left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Looking to throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass here now is second and... Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. The 30, 20, 10. And can you believe this? A big mistake leads to a defensive touchdown. And they're a point away from tying this thing up. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Any day. 57's Mike. Mike 57. All day, just like that. Just like that. 59.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Caught here by Bell. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. And he slides to avoid the hit. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And they'll get him down right around the 16. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And off the upright, and it caroms in. It's good. The kick is good, and that writes a crazy finish to this one. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Buccaneers, they'll hit double digits with their 10th win of the year, and they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Denver, their playoff hopes take a big hit as they fall to 8-7, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch, like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How I feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star, in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we